This past Black Friday, you may have noticed that it wasn't really easy to pop down to your local store and pick yourself up a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. Maybe you could find a Switch OLED or a Series S, and yet we are living in an era where when there are shortages of everything, there are especially shortages of video game console hardware, in part because they're just so popular, and this is one of the most popular generations we've ever seen, but also because of the mass shortage of chips and other components that are making there be super important and uncomfortable supply issues for Sony and Microsoft and all these manufacturers. So my advice for upcoming kind of Christmas holiday time buying here is to not focus on really anything physical because you are not going to stop seeing these shortages. These shortages will continue to persist for at least probably the entire next year, maybe into 2023 with the way things are going now. There are ways to, you can really kind of go after some online shopping and try and combat the bots that are skipping up these consoles. But if you want to kind of play it safe and get your loved ones something video game related that they will still like, even if it is not the dream console they're wanting, I would mostly stick with digital. So there are a number of ways to do this depending on the platform. You can buy digital games as gifts on Xbox or Nintendo Switch or PlayStation or Steam. You can. There's no reason to go to a store to pick up a physical copy of a game in this day and age, and a lot of the best sales you will often find are happening online. Sometimes you will see games marked down really, really low in physical components, but for the most part, I think you're better off just kind of searching online for things. In terms of kind of always useful gifts, you can buy someone a subscription to PS Plus or Xbox Live Ultimate or Xbox Game Pass for an entire, for a 6-month period or for a year. That is something that everyone with the system always needs. It is kind of essential when you own a console to have a subscription service like that in order to play multiplayer, or in Xbox's case, especially you want to have access to all of those Game Pass games, which this holiday season actually kind of includes a lot of quote-unquote free games like Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5. So that is a gift that kind of contains a multitude of games inside of it, and that is always going to be welcomed by anyone with those consoles. Even if they have it currently, it's something that they can apply to their account for the future. Past that, if you know this person's favorite game, you can almost always find a way to kind of purchase either like platform specific gifts cards, whether it's like on the Xbox platform or Steam, or you can buy actual digital or physical gift cards for certain games. So for instance, you could have like Fortnite V-Bucks, where you can spend a certain amount of money and that will equate to a number of types of currency in the game that your beloved one can spend on digital items in the game. For Destiny, it's silver. For Roblox, I think it's Robux. Is that what it's called? Minecraft has Minecraft coins. I'm just guessing at this point. But the point is, for kind of all of these huge, mega popular games, almost always there is going to be a way to buy kind of digital currency as a gift card, and that will always be appreciated and always be spent. And obviously, all these gifts are also good because of kind of their cost component, where, maybe if you're a parent trying to buy a console for a child, you're going to spend that much. But if you are just trying to find a gift for someone else in your family or a friend, maybe spending, $400 or $500 on a console is not in the budget. So all of these digital options are probably going to be your best bet in this day and age. I know that there's kind of a desire to have people be able to open something physically, and yet video gaming is not really lending itself to that right now, outside of the consoles themselves. Like, as much as you might think getting someone an extra controller or something is useful, chances are it's not going to be because there are so few games that use local split screen co-op these days. There are some, but it's not quite as useful as it used to be. Headsets can be good, but they are a little hit or miss in quality. So I would stick with digital games, digital subscription services for their platforms, or digital currency for games that they like. So those are my kind of quick tips for holiday gifts for the gamer in your family, or for yourself if you're just feeling like you need a treat after this year, which I think we all do. But anyway, good luck with your console hunting if you do decide to go down that path, but just know it is not going to be any easier over the next month, and I wish you luck.